Just the other day, Seaworld Orlando teased their brand new roller coaster coming in 2020. They teased it pretty well, and now it's hard to speculate what coaster it is. Many people were thinking this was a launch coaster at first, but now our opinions are starting to change a little bit. Because if you read one of the little things right here, it says plunging thrills. When I think of plunging, I think of a different type of coaster than a launch coaster. And then it says predatory heights. So what do I think of these two things? It's kind of simple in my opinion what type of coaster they'll probably get. Plunging thrills, predatory heights. What makes the most sense is when you say plunging thrills. What does that make me think? And then predatory heights. This is obviously going to be a B&M dive coaster. There's no other option in it. It's clearly going to be a B&M dive coaster. They show a diving part off a cliff in the teaser video. So it's most likely going to be something like Mako going to Seaworld San Diego. A dive coaster would just make the most sense, as it says plunging thrills. Now for the name, I don't even know what they would name it, to be honest. They would go something Arctic theme probably, have the color be white and like maybe blue as the supports. The only issue with the dive coaster being added by B&M, because I do think B&M would add it, is that it probably have those vest fittings. Their vest fittings have a lot of controversy. I still do think a dive coaster would be pretty good for SeaWorld Orlando, but I'm actually surprised they're going for a dive coaster and not that launch coaster. I don't think it would be a bad addition, but I'm pretty surprised they're actually going to go with a dive coaster most likely. Another option they could do is go with a Gerstauer dive coaster like Hang Time. That would make a lot of sense too, in my opinion, because then you have, in my opinion, the most likely option is still a B&M dive coaster, but this would also be a good type of dive coaster. Something like Hang Time, how to say color scheme. It would still be good, I think. Now for the name of a coaster like this, I don't even know. It'd be hard. I could either expect the name to be Blizzard, something like that, but it looks like the ride, supposedly it's themed to penguins because it has that dive part. I'm confused a little bit. It's going to be themed to some kind of Arctic animal. We're just not sure yet. We probably all know this is going to be a B&M or a Gerstauer dive coaster, but it's most likely going to be a B&M because it would make the most sense out of any coaster. It just would. That would give them 4 B&Ms is the funny part, because you have Kraken, Mako, Manta, which would give them a great B&M collection, to be honest. Personally, in the park right now, I have a controversial opinion. I kind of think that Kraken is probably the best coaster in the park right now, but it could also be Manta, Mako. They're both really good. Their top 3 is really good there right now. I think the dive coaster would probably be the lowest B&M in the park, like the least best B&M in the park, because I would rank it like this, like Mako, Kraken, Manta, and then the dive coaster. I do think a dive coaster is a pretty good fit for SeaWorld Orlando, but it's definitely not as good of a fit as a launch coaster would be at SeaWorld Orlando. While I'm still pretty excited for SeaWorld Orlando's addition, I still do think a launch coaster would have fit this park better. But I still think even a dive coaster for this park is a pretty good fit for SeaWorld Orlando. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below on this video. Keep coasting on my coaster demons. Peace out.